And good morning is 7:04 on this Friday, September 13th. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on a Friday morning. It is cloudy and overcast, but where is that rain? I hope it's on the way. But anyway, we welcome you to our program. And, of course, each Friday we start off talking about Wilson Bank and Trust. This morning, Scott Jasper is here. A repeat from yesterday in a way, but good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Yesterday, you were one of my guests on the second half. Today, you're doing a commercial for Wilson Bank, but the subject is going to be similar.
Right. We're going to talk a little bit about Sherry's Run. That's tomorrow, starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, so excited about that. I know probably the big thing is this weather that's kind of lurking around, and so we will keep everybody updated through our social media channels, through Facebook, Twitter, and I think that's now X. You got to be proper with that, and anything like that in email. So we'll keep everybody updated. But right now we're on go. Little rain's not going to stop us. We've got about a little over 2,700 people that have signed up. We've got a little over 450 chip-timed runners. So that's exciting that people are still willing to come out.
Obviously, the connection is there with Gary Whitaker and Sherry and so on, but the bank didn't have to play the leading role that it does, but it seemed to just kind of fit in, and it has grown and grown, and you're, I guess, in the right location for what you're doing here. Yeah,
I mean, I think that was the thing is when all that took place, this will be our 21st year, so it just, was a community effort. And so when I was working at the bank, Gary, came to me with a couple of Sherry's friends and said, hey, let's do this. And so it's kind of taken on its own. And then Sherry's Run, now that it's Sherry's Hope, because it's a 365 day thing that goes on now with the help that we provide to cancer patients. It just fit in. And so Sherry's Hope sits on its own thing now. And so the ability to help folks battle this. And I think that's the big thing about the race tomorrow is, yes, it's a run. Yes, it is a fundraiser. But those funds that we raise, those folks that come out that are walking, running for people that are battling cancer now and those that we have lost to this disease, that's what it's all about, to see people still rallying around just trying to fight for this. So it made sense. And so we're excited about that.
Well, you are Executive Vice President at Wilson Bank and Trust, but you still have some extracurricular activities, if we want to call them that, this being one of them, and you really are very much involved in this.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the thing is when we started this, I started as the race director, and we used to do the Oktoberfest 5K run, and so that just kind of more, I think it was just kind of like, oh, he can do that. And I said, that's fine, we'll take it on. But it's fun. You get to meet a lot of people. There's a lot of camaraderie that goes around to putting together these types of run, and for the runs to kind of stay the course is really neat. We always, try to make it safe for everybody. And that's the big thing is tomorrow, there are going to be some road closures in the morning starting around 6:30, and then probably full road closures starting at 7 o'clock. And so with the help of Lebanon Police Department and their volunteer organizations, we'll close the roads down. But we make that safe to give everybody a great environment to come out and be a part. We also have early pickup today. We started that yesterday, had a good turnout yesterday. So that'll start at 11 o'clock today, and we'll go till 7 o'clock tonight to come by and pick up your shirts if you've pre-registered, or if you still want to register and come on out and do that as well.
It's not too late to be a participant, even if you haven't started the process yet.
Right. You can come out and do that. You can also go to our website and sign up there as well. There's still plenty of time to do that. And so if you're just kind of waiting to see what the weather is, don't let that be a hindrance to signing up.
Well, we talked about the longevity a couple of times on programs we've done here. I mean, you're probably going as strong. There's probably as many participating. You're raising as much money now as you ever have, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's it kind of goes in cyclical effects. When we come out of the COVID year, that was a little different, but things are starting to go back. I wouldn't say normalize, but I think what happens is people will hear about this. A lot of our things that donations and things, it's word of mouth. People talk about it. You hear people say, hey, Sherry's Run was able to do this, help me out here. And so that's the big thing. We want to get the word out that we are, available to help people that are battling this disease. And sometimes everybody think, cancer is such a big thing, and there are so many big things that we hear that the cost of it, but it's the little things, if it's a gas card, if it's a grocery card, if it's something, paying a water bill, an electric bill, something that small can help a family during this time.
Well, we got at least 30 seconds to talk about the bank, I guess, this morning. As Executive Vice President, what do you mainly do?
So I'm over our marketing department, work with that group there. I also oversee our facilities, our branching strategy. So there's always a lot of things going on. And, of course, 30 offices. We're working on getting ready to open our 30th office over in the Century Farms area, over in the Antioch area, and that'll come online probably the end of November, 1st of December. So we're very excited about that. So building out on that. And so, this time of the year, there's just so many events, schools back in, school bank. And so just really great time. Things are still time to build and things. People are starting to ask some questions. There's still people thinking about what are rates going to do. So we're all in that thing trying to get our crystal balls out. So very exciting time.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us this morning. Always good to see you. Scott Jasper with Wilson Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, still here, still independent, still committed to you, excellence in banking since 1987. Thank you.
Thank you, Coleman.
Okay, 10 and a half after the hour, and my guest is here this morning, and it is my pleasure to introduce Jim Romano, who is here. Jim, good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Now, you are representing Cedar Seniors, Inc. this morning.
Right, that's correct.
We've got a big breakfast, I think it is, coming up next week.
It's on Saturday, the 21st, and it's our pancake breakfast. It's the only major fundraiser that the center puts on.
All right. What's the price of pancakes going to be?
It's going to be a $10 ticket. We can get them from any member or at the door. We will be selling them at the door. And I have a little side note I want to make sure everybody understands that starting on Fridays recently, our ladies have decided Friday was Hat Day. So I put a challenge to all the members. If we sell every printed ticket before the Saturday event, I will show up at the event wearing a little fascinator hat. I will wear it all during the event. So if you want to see a big grown-up man wearing a little fascinator hat, you got to come out and get a ticket and show up on Saturday.
All right, and tickets again are $10.
$10, yes.
Well, talk a little bit about you because you were a businessman here. In fact, you owned Heavenly Ham.
Yes, my wife and I, we opened up Heavenly Ham over in what was then called the old Kmart shopping center. We had that for 9 years and sold it in 2007. And then I went on to another job doing other things. And then finally I retired. I've been retired now for about 10, 11 years now. And I've been just volunteering to keep busy.
What about your background? I've known you, and of course, your wife, Janet, hello to her, was over at Castle Heights.
She was. She worked with the schools. Yes, they did.
Each other, and Janet used to help me sell some of the pecans for the Lions Club.
Yes, she did. I remember that greatly.
You haven't always been in Lebanon, have you?
No, I was actually born and raised in the Chicago area, and then went to work for a company out in the field called Genesco, which was based here in Nashville. And I went into Texas for 2 years for them, and then they offered me a position here at the corporate office.
So that's how you got to Tennessee?
That's how I got to Tennessee.
You got here and you stayed?
I did. I stayed here in Tennessee, and in 1998, I did leave Genesco, and that's when we opened up our Heavenly Ham store. I wanted to try something on my own before I got too old to try it.
Where did the two of you meet?
Janet and I, we met in Chicago. We worked in a restaurant, actually. I was a short order cook, and she was a waitress. Oh. And that's how it all started.
Well, the food business then was, I guess, kind of second nature.
It was. Again, we were teenagers, but still, That's where we met, and 51 years later, we're still here.
and here you are talking about food this morning.
I am. Well, I'm here talking about food at the Cedars, and now it's a senior center now. So now I'm working at the senior center. It's no longer teenager.
Well, we have, and most people are definitely aware of this. There are 2 senior citizen centers in town.
Correct.
And, to be honest, I'm a member of both of them.
Most of them are. Most of the people that come to our center are also members at the large. We call it the large center, the big center.
It does take a little fundraising, a little extra effort to kind of keep the doors open and to do all that people want to have done, be a part of. And so that's the reason for this. I think some extra money to do what you need to do.
Correct. That is absolutely correct. We rely upon this one fundraiser. Again, it's the only major fundraiser we have. And then we do charge a modest fee for our lunches. We serve lunch every day, Monday through Friday. Monday through Thursdays, it's $4, and then Fridays, it's a $5 lunch. And then we rely on donations and grants. We're not subsidized by any part of the city or county. I mean, we get a donation from the county, which is wonderful. The city is more involved with the larger center, which is good too. I mean, somebody has to do it.
All right, it's time for us to take a break. And again, my guest is Jim Romano, the Cedar Seniors, Inc. on University Avenue with the pancake breakfast Saturday,
the 21st.
21st. So
from 7 to 11.
We'll talk more about that after this break here on Coleman and Company FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to our friends at Bates Ford. Get a battery installed in most vehicles. $149.95. Bates Ford, 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. I'm looking at a couple of accidents still getting some attention out here. One out on the west side of Nashville, 40 westbound, as Charlotte Pike's got traffic. Pretty slow go out there on the west side. Still trying to clean up this wreck, 24 westbound at OHB north of town, like you're headed up towards the Jolton area. Give yourself a little bit of extra travel time out here this morning because of these wrecks. Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on the menu. Check them out this weekend at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
At Wilson Bank and Trust, we're now offering exclusive checking and savings accounts designed to benefit our hometown heroes, including active duty military, veterans, and first responders such as law enforcement, firefighters, and EMS workers. At Wilson Bank and Trust, we recognize the commitment and sacrifices these families make to serve our country and communities. Thank you for your service. Visit one of our local offices to get started today or learn more at wilsonbank.com/military. Member FDIC.
Join us Saturday, September 14th for the 21st Annual Sherry's Run 5K Run Walk to benefit Sherry's Hope. The event starts at 8 a.m. at 623 West Main Street in Lebanon. Come run or walk and give hope to families in our community who are battling cancer. Enjoy a silent auction, live music, and more. Register now at sherrysrun.org and make plans to join us Saturday, September 14th for the Sherry's Run 5K Run Walk to benefit Sherry's Hope.
On the black box.
We continue here on this Friday morning. Thanks for joining us again. Jim Romano is here. It's been interesting to me to talk to you both on and off the air. The fact that you are a transplanted Chicagoan, I guess we could say.
I am.
We're talking here about you. You love hockey. You like the Blackhawks up there. You're a Predators fan.
I'm a Predators fan now, true blue.
But, of course, Cedar Seniors Incorporated over on University Avenue, we've already mentioned the fact they're having this pancake breakfast, but you've got some challenges issued here, which is making it a little more exciting. You're wanting to sell all these tickets you printed up.
Yes. We've printed up 370, so it's not an exorbitant amount. Now, we still sell at the door. Yeah. We're talking about pre-sales, 370 tickets. We sell that, and I'm going to be wearing that little hat.
Well, that'll be nice if you do that. I mean, it's I don't think there's anything that demeaning about it.
No, it's all in fun. It's all in fun.
But it's a challenge, and
it is a challenge.
A challenge thrown.
That's right, and the ladies are probably quite excited about it.
Well, at the breakfast itself, you got a little bit more than pancakes and syrup, I'm sure.
That's pancake, sausage. They'll have all kinds of toppings, blueberries, bananas, whipped cream, all that good stuff. And then there'll be coffee and juice. And there might even be a little surprise in there, too, that we're not even thinking about yet.
Now, this is similar to what you've done before. It might not be a total carbon copy, but a pancake breakfast is a pancake breakfast.
That's correct.
Pretty much.
That's correct.
And $10, and is that all you can eat, or?
As far as I'm concerned, it's all anybody can eat. We're going to be there. I'll be one of those guys cooking the pancakes, at least to start with, until we have some volunteers from Buffalo Valley coming.
Really?
And they'll be doing a lot of the grunt. I call it the grunt work.
Yeah.
They'll be cleaning up, and they'll take over the griddles and all that kind of stuff.
But all of this is going to be at your place there.
Yes, it is at 226 University Avenue.
And of course, that was once a dwelling. Somebody lived there a long time ago. And the Cedars, and this was probably before your time, but I remember when things were smaller over there, and and you had some interested people who really gave of themselves. But they and I think there was one lady in particular who made a sizable donation, and you had a note burning ceremony.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. That's what I've heard. I wasn't there at the time, but that is what I've heard. The center actually started out on Main Street, I believe, in 1986. And then there was a sizable donation made, and they actually were able to purchase the property that we're in now. They expanded it and built some office area there and made a nice dining area and redid the kitchen and everything like that, so into a commercial-type kitchen.
It looks quite different now than what it did when it started, and even at a point along the way, you've made a lot of improvements.
Yes.
Lighting, for one thing, is better over there than it used to be.
Much. As a matter of fact, we're looking at right now, the board is talking about doing something with our parking lot in the back, because it's always, one of our biggest problems has been parking. It's been hard sometimes on our busier days. Like we have bingo on Tuesdays and Fridays, so a lot of people come to the bingo, and it's sometimes hard to find a place to park. So we let them park right on the front lawn and everything like that. But we're working on doing something with the parking lot.
And I do happen to know that you graduated to cornhole.
Yes, every other Wednesday there's a cornhole tournament. We push the tables out of the way because, we don't have a lot of room, but we push the tables out of the way. And let me tell you, they've got some excellent cornhole players. I've never been a big cornhole player, but I'm telling you, these people there, they stand back and they throw that thing right in the hole.
Well, I think the better players at the other location come over there on those days.
More than likely, you're probably right.
The competition a little bit keener.
Yes.
Because we have some of the same people winning at both places.
Yeah, well, the winners are, I don't know what the larger center does, but they get a free lunch. For the winning people at ours, they get the free lunch.
Unless somebody comes up with a better prize, yes.
Right. And then we have sponsors that come in and do the bingos, and they have game day and stuff like that.
So you play bingo quite frequently?
Tuesdays and Fridays. That's one of the more popular events there. They love bingo there, and it can get a little crazy at times.
Well, it's wonderful to have something that people can come and enjoy, participate, spend part of their day, and there's a lot of honestly, there's a lot that goes on in the background, volunteer work. Just
there is everyone at the center is a volunteer. We only have one paid employee, and that is our cook. She is an excellent cook, and we feel we needed to go ahead and subsidize her income a little bit anyway to keep her there.
Well, pretty much we're just talking about eating pancakes on that Saturday, and it's what time's it start again?
It's 7 a.m. It'll go from 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock.
So you got a 4-hour window.
4-hour window. Come and go as you can. And
do you have a lot of takeouts?
We are offering takeouts. Unfortunately we don't deliver, but we are offering takeouts. Just give a call or come on in, and we'll put a plate to go together for you and get you going on the road.
So, and a lot of people, of course, there's dining tables and room there. You'll be eating there if you want, but you can take it somewhere else, take it home, whatever.
You can do that. You can actually, if it's a nice day, take it to the park and sit at the park bench and have a nice little breakfast picnic.
All right, and again, tickets are $10, and you've got How many? 300?
Well, we printed 370. We're hoping to sell more than that because we're hoping to sell that plus the door. But
if
370 tickets, and you're going to see a 300-pound man walking around with a little fascinator cap on his head.
How long you been involved here?
Actually, just a few years. We joined about 3 years ago, and the young lady who was the treasurer prior to me taking that position as a volunteer, she decided to retire and travel a little bit. So I got involved the first of this year on the board as a treasurer of the center.
Well, where I was thinking about ahead, looking ahead, and you already talked about working on your parking lot and maybe some things inside there. I mean, as long as you can continue to come up with funds for improvement, I mean, you want to do that. But the future, as you look to the future, and more every year, some more people are turning. What, 55? Is that what?
Yeah, it's 55. Yes, that's our sort of minimum age to actually become a member. Right. We do have people come in that are not members that we actually let them buy a lunch and eat and do what they can there.
Well, there are some that have reached 90 years of age.
Yes. Matter of fact, our president of the board is almost up to that age right now. Yeah. His name is Ken Nelson, and he's been there involved with the center for a while. And
well, just saying that name really says a lot. Mr. Nelson is very much alive over there.
Oh, let me tell you, I don't know how he keeps going as much as he does. Yeah. He's unbelievable the way he just keeps, showing up every morning there and making sure everything is done right.
Every time I go over there, if he's there, he always speaks and he's always got a smile, and he's always thinking about that place.
He tries to greet as many of the people as he can when they come in, too.
But the big word here this morning, of course, is the fundraiser, the Pancake Breakfast, $10 per ticket. And even if you don't necessarily can't be there, don't even like pancakes, but who doesn't like pancakes?
Oh, well, that's it.
You can make a $10 donation.
Oh, absolutely.
We 20 or 50.
Like I said, we're not subsidized, so donations, grants, membership. Our membership is only $10 annually, so it's not expensive to join the center, but it helps. Every $10 helps. It keeps us going.
Well, we got about 3 or 4 minutes here. We talked about you play cornhole. We talked about bingo, and that's two very popular things with seniors. And of course, cornhole is just old folks' horseshoes, almost, but a popular thing. What else do you do?
Well, we have we've taken a break now, but we did have on Thursday mornings, right prior to lunch, we would have a chair exercise class. And a lot of the people would come in, and we had someone from the, I'm sorry, my mind just went, I can't remember her name. Oh, I'm sorry. But anyway, she would lead a chair exercise class, a young lady that would volunteer and come in for that. And she did an excellent job, and the people loved it. The people that were participating in it, they enjoyed it, and we're going to start that up again. Then we have another organization on, I believe it's every other Monday. They come in and they play a game called Left, Center, Right, and that has become a lot popular with the seniors
now,
there.
What is Left, Center, Right?
It's a game where they use little chips, and you throw dice, and there's a dice that says L for left, C for center, R for right, and then there's dots, black dots. You throw the 3 dice, and if a dot, that means you keep your chip, but if it's a left, you give a chip to the person on the left. If it's a right, you give the chip. Right. And if it's a center, you put it in the pot in the center. And then the last person standing wins the pot, and actually they bring prizes. Okay. They bring little prizes and stuff like that, so you win a prize.
You play card games? Rook, maybe?
There is a card room there, and there are some people that come in before lunch, and they will play cards. And I personally don't play cards. I've never been a card player. Never played poker, never played any of that stuff. The only thing I think I played with my wife, we used to play 500 rummy or something like that.
Well, some do and some don't. But everybody eats, and most people like pancakes, and that's what it's all about. So let's kind of summarize this whole thing here in our last minute, Jim.
Sure.
The date is the 21st.
September 21st, Saturday. We're going to be open.
Which is a week from tomorrow.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And we're going to have pancakes and sausage and some toppings of all sorts and juice and coffee. And we're going to put out the spread. And again, it's a major fundraiser for us. And this center is a very small center, so we don't need a lot of money to operate it. Yeah. But we need some.
And you need to sell these tickets and sell all of these that the ladies have in advance for $10. So you get to wear that little hat.
I get to wear that little hat. They're trying awful hard. So,
but there's nothing that's really good. It's going to mean more ticket sales. More ticket sales means more money. You do a better job.
That's right.
It all starts with a little challenge from you.
That's right.
You'll act funny if they'll get the money.
That's exactly right. And it's all in good nature. Yeah. It's everybody there. It's a small place, and we all talk and have fun.
Jim, it's really been nice to have you with us today and to get to talk about Cedar Seniors, Inc. over on University Avenue. And again, your pancake breakfast next Saturday. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you, Coleman. Appreciate it.
That is part one of Coleman and Company. We've got more. Hope you'll keep it right here, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Want to thank our friends at Absolute Kubota. They'll help you rent the right tool for the job. The Kubota Orange Rental Program makes it easy to rent the right equipment. Stop by Absolute Kubota, check out the U35 excavator or the SVL 75 compact track loader. 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Another wreck up against the wall, this time 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. It's flowing a little bit better out there on the west side. From that earlier crash, we had 40 westbound at Charlotte Pike. Starting to load up pretty good with volume. 24 westbound up through the Antioch area coming in right now from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County into Davidson County. Hey, Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on the menu. Check them all out this weekend. Order online. It's easy. princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Are you facing a challenging time that you need help navigating? Well, look no further than your local law firm of Kane and Crowell. At the offices of Kane and Crowell, our team of experienced attorneys is here to guide you through every step of the process. With a proven track record of success and a commitment to our clients and our community, look no further than the team at Kane and Crowell to fight for your rights and provide representation you deserve. 615-784-4800.
If you're looking for land to build a home, call me.
Call me if you want to put your home on the market.
Call me if you're ready to buy your next home, or if you're a first-time home buyer, call me.
Call me if you would like to know how much your home is worth. Call me, and don't make a move without us.
Call Judy Cox or Medina Himmensholer at Exit Rocky Top Realty. C&D Team 443-3130.
Showers and thunderstorms likely for today. Highs in the lower 80s, and it will be breezy. Chance of storms continues for tonight. Lows in the mid-60s. And then a good chance of showers and storms again for Saturday. Highs in the mid-70s. This weather forecast brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. With your severe view forecast, I'm Storm Specialist Drew Richards.
We welcome you to part two of Coleman and Company here on a Friday morning. We're doing the usual thing, and that's welcoming our friend today from C&D Realty, C&D Team, Exit Rocky Top Realty, and Miss Medina. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Coleman.
It's nice to have you, of course. C&D Team, Exit Rocky Top Realty, 1330 West Main in Lebanon. Great people, great service. Somebody answers the phone 24/7. They are people you can trust. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm kind of glad it's Friday.
Yes. I've had a big week celebrating.
You had a birthday.
I had a birthday yesterday, and then I celebrated 31 years the day before.
Oh.
So I've had a big week celebrating. So
wow. Yeah.
Friday's always great to end the week, but it's been a great week.
So you've been married 31 years.
31 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I've met your husband a few times. He's kind of quiet. He's a lot quieter than you, but I will say he is a good guy.
Yes, he likes to stay in the background. He's one of those backstage guys.
Yeah.
He likes to do everything from the back.
Is he involved in real estate at all?
No, he helps me put up signs and do things like that. But other than that, no.
Okay, he's not out there encouraging people to sign on the dotted line and all
That's
that.
right. Yeah. He'll go along with us, and he has fun. He likes to watch us do the contract and make it happen. But he does all the work behind the scenes.
Well, what you got for us today?
Well, just wanted to talk a little bit about, real estate is still moving here in Wilson County. It never stops. There's always somebody moving, upsizing, downsizing, having to sell because a relative has passed away or they got a new job or whatever the occasion may be. And rates are fluctuating now to where they're going down a little bit. And so I've had a lot of lenders reaching out saying, hey, we have these new plans for either new homeowners, first-time homeowners. If you haven't owned a home in 5 years, we've got this kind of plan. We've got the buy-down plans. So, we're still moving, so we're still selling, listing, and we have 3 coming up next week that's going to be on the market. So we're always encouraging people to, hey, even though the interest rates are not where they used to be, they are falling a little bit, and the lenders are coming up with creative plans for owners and new buyers to purchase. So give us a call on that. Go to if you have a banker, if you have a lender that you're used to using, go to them, talk to them about it, and then come to us, and then we will make sure that you are pre-approved, and then we can show you either one of the houses that we have listed or any house in Wilson County or surrounding counties, and we can get you in the house. Usually most of the contracts are usually 30 to 45 days. That's usually how long it takes a lender to get all the forms approved and the underwriting done. So give us a call. We can get you in the house before Christmas. Can I believe I just said that? Christmas,
Well, it's a little more involved than it once was.
Yes.
But you've kind of got it down to a science.
Yes.
Can go through the red tape, if you want to call it that, fairly quickly and move on.
Yes. As Judy has always said that, when she started out, it was like a 1 or 2 page contract. Well, now we're like 60 pages by the time everything is filled out and completed. And just because you offer and then you sign the contract in the beginning, that doesn't mean you're not going to sign something else before you get to the closing table. Because when it gets to underwriting and the processing and everything, there's usually something else that they need. So we're there to guide you through that process and to make sure that it goes smoothly. It's as less stress as possible is what we try to do. And more than not, that's what happens, is that we have happy buyers and happy sellers whenever they're done because we walk them through the whole process.
All right, you got some listings you want to talk about?
Yes, we have the 9670 Coast Ferry Pike. It's 11.2 acres. It's a house for 2 families. And I'm talking 2 true families, that it has a full basement that is completely, it can be an apartment area. It can be a separate living quarters for in-laws or a teenager or whatever. And the house is wheelchair accessible. It does already have a chair lift or a stair lift. Some people call it different things. Going up and down the stairs. It has wheelchair accessible bathroom with a roll-in wheelchair shower. And it has 3 bedrooms on the main floor and then 2 bedrooms on the bottom floor. And the basement's 3-car garage, 11 acres, beautiful, beautiful property. And it's listed at 1.1. So give us a call for that. And it's right as you go down Coast Ferry and you go to the split, Academy and Coast Ferry. And you keep going down Coast Ferry. So give us a call on that one. We have a beautiful home in Hickory Knoll off Hickory Ridge Road. And it is only 8 years old. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with a bonus room, and has an extra large backyard. It's fenced in, but the yard goes beyond the fence to the tree line. So you do not have any neighbors building behind you. You'll never have any neighbors building behind you. And so give us a call on that one. It's listed at $494, and it's right at 2,100 square feet. Beautiful home, immaculate. Both of those homes are move-in ready. You don't have to do a thing. move-in ready. So, and we have one coming up on Palmer Road. We'll have it listed next week. So give us a call on that one. And then we have another one coming up on Manners Lane. Give us a call on that one. That is off Coast Ferry Pike, Hearthstone subdivision, right beside of Coast Ferry Village. And then we have another one coming up in Stonebridge in the Villas. So give us a call on that one. So we have listings coming, and we have, of course, listings now, and we have land listed as well in Spencer, Tennessee. We have the 45 acres, beautiful private 5-acre lake on it. If you want to be off the grid, that's the place to be. So give us a call on that one. But, buyers are always looking, and so we have the listings for you. So give us a call.
All right, 615-443-3130.
That's the number to call.
Remember that number, and somebody's going to answer that phone and take care of your needs.
That's right.
Well, good to have you today, Medina, and have a nice weekend. And until next time.
Next time, remember, don't make a move without us.
All right. See you next Friday. We're about 20 and a half minutes away from 8 o'clock, and this morning we're going to be featuring Melanie Mentor and guests from the Lebanon Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You've had a good week?
Had a very good week, very busy week.
Yeah. Well, with the two people that you've brought with you this morning and everything that we're expecting here, we probably need to get in high gear right quick.
We do.
All right.
We actually do. So, yes, I did bring Stephanie with me today from the office. So we're so glad to have you, Stephanie. She works on events. She's our support admin. Of course, we couldn't do it all without our staff
Stephanie
at the chamber.
Wallace.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And then I also have with me Brooke Taylor. She's from Friendship Christian School. And so we'll talk to her in a little bit about her receiving a teacher grant in 2023, because we kind of want to talk about all the ways that we're going to be benefiting education.
Well, Brooke, welcome to our program.
Thank you, Mr.
And then we're
Coleman.
also going to have a special guest calling in. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about why we're here today. And I'll have Stephanie jump in. And then you can talk to Miss Brooke here anytime you like.
All right.
So we're here today to talk about the Taste of Wilson County. I know people have heard about it for years and years, but if you have not been, please join us. And it will be on this October 24th. It is a Wednesday. It is a Thursday night on the Wilson Bank and Trust West Lawn, 623 West Main Street, 5:30 to 8 p.m. We have lots of fun and lots of things to do. But the reason that we have the Taste of Wilson County is for education. And so it's very important for the community to know, the amount of money that we do raise to be able to give back to our community.
All right. How do most people get their tickets, pay for this ahead of time?
Yes, we are very much encouraging you do that online this year. So www.tasteofwilsoncounty.com is where you want to go and purchase your tickets. This year, they're not actual tickets. They're going to be armbands. So when you get there, you'll get an armband from your sheet. We'll already know, we'll have a check-in and we'll already know that you have signed up. So it should be a very, very easy process, but it's something that people can take with them.
And this is outdoors.
This is outdoors.
You find that better with as many people as attend this. It probably, that's one reason it works better, I would think.
Right. Well, a couple thousand people at least attend this event, and then it being on the West Main Street, people, stop by and they see what the activity that's going on. But we just have so many different things that we're doing that evening that we like to highlight, and it is a great to be outside and for people to kind of mingle and talk and get together.
But what it's all about, what all of this money that's raised goes for is the big thing.
The big thing is the teacher grants. Of course, we have, we call it the Extra Mile program, and we've presented them since 1996, but we have given out $290,000 to all teachers throughout Wilson County, and that is the Wilson County Schools, Lebanon Special School District, and all private schools. So we're very proud to be able to give that money back to education. Also, the Tennessee Scholars Program, so the program that we have where we go out to all of the high schools and we present them the medallions for their current grade average and then meeting customer service hours. And then, of course, we do have the Wilson Books from Birth program. So we're very excited to have that within house. The Imagination Dinner, where over 25,000 children have benefited from that program. So that's from birth to 5. And then we've awarded over $60,000 in scholarships just through our Business and Education Coalition and by having this Taste of Wilson County.
Well, you have to say we do promote education in some special ways, and the Chamber of Commerce is right there kind of involved and in some cases spearheading the whole thing.
Yes, sir. Education is very important to us, but it's also very important to a lot of people. We know that teachers are out there and they're doing the best they can for our future leaders here in Wilson County, and it just gives us pride to be able to give back to them. All
right, where do we go next? We want to talk to Brooke here. You received one of these grants. Okay. All right. Yeah, this would be a great time to do that. When was this?
I received my grant in 2023.
So last year?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was it?
It was for our Save the Monarch Butterfly project. And we partner with our high school environmental science class that Greg Armstrong teaches, and I teach 4th grade science and social studies.
How has this helped you?
It has completely allowed us to think outside the box and to give our students an experience in the classroom and outside of the classroom that it teaches the standards and the content better than I could ever teach myself, just with the kids witnessing what the Monarchs go through and the process.
I don't know whether you said or not, but how much was the money involved for this?
My grant was $560.
Okay, So an extra $560 or so has meant so much. It's really enhanced education, done something that you couldn't have done if you didn't have something like this.
Yes, sir. The Chamber, we're so thankful for the grant. It has affected not only my 60 students this year, but also the high school environmental science class. And then, of course, just all the students. The preschool class was able to come by my room just yesterday and see the caterpillars. So it's been a beautiful blessing. We're so thankful.
And there's been a lot of other grants that are similar, and that's the whole purpose of it. It really provides something that you wouldn't have without it if somebody didn't come along and make this possible, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's time for us to take a break. We'll do that and talk more with our guest in a moment here on Coleman & Company, FM 98.9.
Let's see what's happening on the roadways thanks to Bates Ford and the Works Vehicle Checkup. They'll make sure your vehicle is ready for any road. $59.95 up to 5 quarts oil, tax and disposal, tire rotation, and safety check. 1780 Franklin Road. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning, T-Dot. Moved that crash on 65 southbound at Trinity Lane. That was the second one we had there. Also, just about through with that one out on the west side. 40 west at Charlotte Pike. It's heavy now through Kingston Springs coming in from Dixon County on 40 eastbound. 24 is trying to load up with more volume up through the Antioch area. All that heavy traffic coming in from Murfreesboro, Rutherford County towards Nashville. Hey, Prince's Hot Chicken has new items on their menu. Check them out this weekend. Order online at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Hi, I'm Kelly Archer, and I'm excited to invite you to the 3rd annual Sips and Sounds of September, benefiting Wilson Rides. Join us on Friday, September 27th for an unforgettable evening of music, drinks, and musical poetry. It's all for a great cause, helping older adults in Wilson County. Get your tickets now at wilsonridesinc.org or call 615-622-5557. Hope to see you there.
Gregory Dental Group in Lebanon is in a new location, 1746 West Main in Lebanon, across from Sports Village. Gregory Dental Group offers cosmetic procedures, dental implant services, and digital dentures. Premium dentures in just 2 appointments.
Hi, I'm Dr. Derek Gregory. In my office, you can count on compassionate staff who will truly listen to you, take the time to get to know you, and discuss your personal needs.
No insurance? No problem. Call about the discount plan. Gregory Dental Group, 444-0322.
We continue here on this Friday morning. Melody Mentor is with us in Lebanon, Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. We have Stephanie Hollis, who works at the Chamber, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And we have Brooke Taylor, teacher who has got one of those grants that she just told us about. Now, we were expecting a telephone call that we didn't get. So if you are listening, go ahead and call in, and we'll get you on the air and talk about something else special here that Melanie wants to feature this morning. But in the meantime, what else you got to tell us?
Well, I just want to talk a little bit about what happens that evening, and then I'm going to let Stephanie talk a little bit about Taste of Wilson County too, because she's been a vital part of it for almost 4 years now. So, but we'll have samples from 50 plus food vendors and marketplace vendors, family-friendly activities. I do want to mention teacher discounts. We do have those. Like I said, the tickets are actually will be the armbands. So it's $35 for VIP, $25 for adult, $15 for teacher, $8 for children, 6 through 12, and 5 and under are free.
All right. I think we can go to the telephone now. And Lindsay Morgan, are you there?
I'm here. Good morning.
Well, good morning. Around the table here, we've got Melanie and Stephanie and Brooke, and now we have you on the phone, and I think you've got something special to tell us this morning.
Yeah, so I'm so excited you guys invited me in, and I have been doing Taste of Wilson County, the high school division, for probably, Melanie, like maybe 10 years now?
At least 4 or 5.
Least 10 years. I've been a teacher for 21, and I know when we started this, it has grown so much, and the students absolutely love it.
Well, I hope you can hear Melanie. I'm going to let Melanie ask you the questions here.
Well, Lindsay, just tell them a little bit about how your setup is, and then how your students are really involved in it, and maybe some of the judging parts. So I know you kind of know the details of what's happening over there in Culinary Challenge, and to get people to actually come over to your area and to the tent to really enjoy the time that they are there and they're having a good time.
Yeah, so our high school division, it's all of the high school culinary programs in Wilson County. So now we have officially 4 of those at Mount Juliet High School, Wilson Central, Lebanon, and Green Hill High School. And we kind of set up tables for each school, and then they have kind of a mystery basket challenge. So if you've ever watched like Chopped or Food Network, Iron Chef, they have that. And so they kind of prepare for these things in school. We do a lot of competitions with the National Restaurant Association, and they work together to kind of build teamwork and learn some skills. And then we just do this fun Wilson County Challenge so the students get to know each other, because throughout the school year, they will compete against each other and do, leadership competitions all over the state of Tennessee. So this gives them an opportunity to meet each other for the first time, really, because it's at the beginning of the school year. They have to plate. They have a certain amount of time. They have to prepare the dish, plate it, serve it to the judges. They kind of score it on like taste and presentation, and it's just for fun. We have a blast, but sometimes they get a little competitive. But they look forward to this every single year to get out in the community and for people to see what they have learned, their skill level. So a lot of these students are Culinary 3 students. They've been in the program for like 3 years, and they are fantastic. We have some great students in Wilson County. And then we also set up a booth over with the restaurants and serve food that the students create, because most of our programs operate a restaurant inside the school to help fund the program.
Awesome description, don't you think?
Yes, I think so.
Yes.
I have some allergies going on, so my voice is kind of crazy.
No, so Lindsay has been very active in helping the chamber and helping to gather up all the culinary departments and the students for the competition. So I do want to thank you, Lindsay, for all that you do for the Taste of Wilson County, and just to get parents and people to come out and watch. It does last a long time, because there's an entree and then another piece as well that is judged that evening. So they do get prizes.
Yeah.
So they win a prize, and then we also give a Spirit Award for the students that have the most people there supporting them for the evening. So it's just a fun night, and I really did want people to know a lot about it, because sometimes we don't know what's happening inside the schools, and this is a great way for people to see what the culinary departments do.
Well, Lindsay?
Yeah, I will say that, a lot of our community gets out for like ball games, football games, basketball games, all of that stuff. And these students are so within the career technical side of Wilson County schools. These students work really, really hard to learn their trade, learn their skill. And the night is all about restaurants, and these are the future of restaurants. These students are the future of where you guys go eat and dine. So it's real important to get out and to support them, and just even, cheering for them and saying hello. I mean, they love it. They absolutely love that.
I'll bet they do. Well, we love having you with us this morning. You've done a good job, and appreciate it. Hopefully that enlightens people more with what's happening and what y'all are doing your part of Taste of Wilson. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Okay, Stephanie, I know you want to tell us more. You're involved in all this, as Melanie alluded to there, and we'd like to hear more from you.
I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what will be going on throughout the evening. There will be a petting zoo in the Kidd Valley area. Jumpy houses, we have a pie eating contest that we have every year, a chili cook-off, which you can register online as well for that. I think we have 4 or 5 already registered for this year's chili cook-off. We have a grill-off challenge. We have a battle of the mascots, which are from the local schools. Mm-hmm. They'll bring their mascot out, and then we play a little music, and there's a dance-off, and a lot of the students come to support their mascot. So that's a fun time.
A dance-off. All right. Now I've heard it all.
Mm-hmm. And we dance with them.
Yeah. And then we have a shopping lane for, like, vendors that aren't food vendors. They'll sell individual their crafts or anything like that. Some people are bringing food items to sell, and then some people actually sell like goods or services, things that they've made. And then we also have an art alley. So when you walk in, there'll be 2 school buses, and it's lined with students' artwork. So that's another way to show some of the students' artwork as you come in.
So, and you were right in the middle of all of this and making sure that it's planned out and people follow through and so on.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Food trucks and the marketplace is one of the things that I work with.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, all of this, of course, Taste of Wilson County. And what's the date again?
It is Thursday, October 24th.
And going to be on the West Lawn.
Wilson Bank and Trust. That is correct, 5:30 to 8. The title sponsor is Wilson Bank and Trust, so we do want to thank them for always being so kind to us. They all are about education as well, so education is important to Wilson Bank and Trust, and that's why they do support this and support the future of our county.
Well, this is kind of your monthly visit here for the chamber. We've spent an awful lot of time talking about Taste of Wilson. That must really be what's on your mind, what you're working on right now.
That is what's on our mind, definitely, because it does mean a lot to us. But I think actually Stephanie described the event very well. So it really is just a fun, friendly night. We just love to have people out. They're all ages. There are at least 2,000 people. Just come out, network, enjoy the food, enjoy the vendors. Another fun thing that we do is the Grill Off Challenge. So we will have dignitaries. We will have superintendents from schools.
We have a band that plays.
We do have a band, a double take band, John Langford. So he will be there. The VIP tent, it will have a Wild Berry catering inside, so you might want to step up that ticket and get inside the VIP tent. So there are just so many things that are happening. There is a timeline. Stephanie, I don't know if you have somewhat of a little timeline on that, but just kind of give people, when we start and we end, but we are constantly running around the entire evening to make sure that we are giving out awards and introducing people and making sure that everybody is having a great time.
Sure. Gates open at 5:30, and then, of course, I mentioned the pie eating contest is at 5:45. And then the culinary challenge round 1 starts at 6. And then we have the chili cook-off around 6:45. And then we will announce the winners for that. And then the Battle of the Mascots dance-off is around 6:50. And then the culinary entree round is around 7. The grill-off winner, which she announced some of the dignitaries, we will award them around 7:15. And then all the culinary awards are around 7:45.
And 8 o'clock, it's about time to stop.
And then we wrap up around 8.
Yeah. Well, Brooke Taylor, good to have you with us today. And your part in this mostly is telling how great being a recipient of one of these grants is. And I know you hadn't changed your mind in 10 minutes here. You want to say it again?
Yes, sir. We're just so grateful, so thankful for all the Chamber does for the schools in Wilson County and our school at Friendship and our students. And thank you for letting us do things that we would not be able to do without the grant, and it being able to impact and affect students in many grade levels at our school has been a blessing that we didn't really see coming either. So we're just super thankful, and I think this year I will attend Taste of Wilson County. So thank you guys so much.
And Melanie, you can have the last word and wrap it up here.
Well, and I just want to thank Brooke and Friendship Christian. They always do a great job of filling out those applications. Those applications are online. So please fill those out, because we will be looking into those by the end of September, October, and those will be awarded for 2025 already.
All right. Anything else about the Chamber? We got 30 seconds, but you're just something happening all the time.
There's something happening all the time. I will mention, since it is education, that on October 26th, the Cedar City Fall Brewers Fest will be from 12 to 4. And it is on the square and down East Main Street. And some of those proceeds will go to the Wilson Books for Birth program. So we invite you to join us for that.
Okay. Well, thank you all for being with us this morning. Melanie Mentor, Stephanie Hollis, and Brooke Taylor, and on the phone, Lindsay Morgan. And that is it for Friday. Have a nice weekend, everybody. Till Monday, I wish you a fantastic day.